Which way do I need to go then? We're off center here. Like that.
There.
I feel weird. The computer is cockeyed.
Okay, let us know if you're seeing and hearing us.
Okay. Is the picture good? Is the audio good? Are we good? Good. Oh, I'm scanning names here, guys, to see who's here. I can hear and see you, Lisa says. Thanks, Lisa.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Travel.
Anna can see and hear us.
Vex is hearing us.
Vex is here. Xanthia. Rita's here. Noreen is here. Hi, Noreen. Susanna, Melissa from Texas, Charity, Monique from Canada, Educate for Life is here, Meredith and Charla. Hey, Lisa, Lisa's here. And Debbie also. A commercial on now? Seriously? She said she's got a commercial on already.
Commercials.
My goodness.
Oh, YouTube won't even let you get started.
Oh, guys. Melissa Lee's here. Beth from Canada. Joanne, it's going fast from Minnesota. Deborah. Oh my goodness, it just jumped. It just jumped on me. Sue from Ohio. Michelle Nelson's here. And Willow Pink. KDH, that would be Georgia. Violet Bloom and Brown Eyed Girl. Carol. Rhonda. Dolores is here. Hey, Dolores. Mary. Okay. Judy. And it jumped again.
Jerry. Paulette. New.
Oh, hi,
Virginia,
Laura.
Laura.
Glad you're here.
It's blowing through so fast. We're losing it.
Charlotte said she got an ad too. I'm sorry, guys.
Already got an ad.
Sandra's here. Now, is it Sandra's who sent us the letter, right?
Yes.
We got your letter, Sandra. It came in the mail yesterday. Rhonda, Deborah from Ohio, Jeanette from Canada, Kathy from Indiana, Rose from North Carolina. Oh, wow. Okay, guys. I can't keep up with them, which is an awesome thing. I'm so happy. That makes me happy. So, Sharon from Poplar Bluff. That's awesome.
Poplar Bluff. You know where that's at.
Michelle says she was raised in Marble Hill, Missouri.
We know where Marble Hill's at.
Yeah, that's a beautiful area. So, even Jane Doe is here. Carol from Indiana. Wow, guys. Old Farm Show's here too. Oh, Meredith Adams is sick. Yikes. I'm sorry, Meredith. Let's see. Okay. Got a Springdale, Arkansas. Joanne is here. Stanley family is here. And be sure, yes, thumbs up, please. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm showing currently there's 225 people watching and only 70 thumbs ups. So if you could make sure to do that, it will help YouTube know that you like us. So, every day I'm winging it, says she is another Janice. There's not too many of us out there. So I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Okay. You ready?
Okay, so yeah, we'll get 235 on
235. You guys are just Johnny on the spot. They said, let's get this ball rolling. So, okay, guys, I feel like I'm a little sunburned because I spent some time. It has been beautiful yesterday and today. Absolutely gorgeous. It feels like springtime. The geese are flying overhead, just massive amounts of geese flying north. They think springtime is coming. The daffodils are all plumped up. You know, the bud is just itching to pop open there. So you did? Okay. Well, ours on the property have not actually opened up yet, but Sarah said she has seen some on the roads that have already opened up. So it's coming. And spent some time outside today, still working on pruning the fruit trees. And that's what I worked on some, and I feel like I did get a little sunburned, but that's not hard for me to do.
Yeah.
It happens. So he gets all nice and tan, and I just don't. But okay, Mama 7 is here. Charlotte says it's currently 42 degrees. 47 right now is what our little temperature gadget says over there, but it was nearly 70 degrees.
Yeah, it was warm today. Yeah.
So Stanley family says they spent the day at the park. So nice out. So I know, Sam, you already put a link to the Stanley family's channel, right? Earlier, and I did see Miss Vicky's channel on there too. Is Miss Vicky here?
Yeah.
She is. See, I missed her name on there. Hey, Vicky. So be sure to check out their YouTube channels as well. They are personal friends of ours, and I love to see their channels grow. So, okay, you did a lot on analytics. I'm reading chat while I'm talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
You did a lot with analytics this week.
Yeah, I looked at a lot of different things just to kind of see what, again, kind of analyzing the audience.
Well, you said there's stuff too, and he wouldn't tell me.
Yeah, I always try to
things. So
have things be a surprise for.
Okay.
So first of all, I put out 2 videos within the past week on kind of a emergency preparedness. Kind of interesting. My videos get about 1/4 the number of views that yours get. So about 3/4, about 75% of our viewers are right off the bat are I'm not interested in the least about emergency preparedness. I live in a place where nothing bad can ever happen, and so they're not interested. And but uh, but of that smaller number of people that watch my videos, I got way more comments, especially when you compare number of views to comments. I'm getting probably, I mean, I don't know, probably 10 times more comments than you're getting if you do the ratio. So
you all like chit chatting with Shawn.
way more comments. I also
Carol says nothing personal, Shawn. But Cindy said she loved both of your videos.
So yeah, so and I've also had a higher percentage of dislikes too. So
did you?
oh
really?
yeah, people. Don't be talking about that. Don't be talking about that stuff. Okay. So but so I had this small core audience that was very engaged, and so I really appreciate that. And there's more. I plan on more videos. Several of you reminded me that I forgot to mention a compass.
Yeah.
I was thinking about.
You're never going to get a comprehensive list. There's so much that could go in there. At some point, you've got to take weight into the factoring there and go, okay, I could put 70 more things in here, but I could never carry it. So
I'm pretty decent at knowing what direction it is, though. So but yeah, it would be a good idea to have a compass, and also to learn how to use the stars to know. But that only works if you're in this hemisphere. If you're in Australia, that don't work. That's a different system.
I did see Xanthia had left a comment too on your video. She said that's true. I redid my bug out bag after Shawn's video. That she tweaked it a little bit.
Yeah, and that's what we just all want to share ideas. And
yeah. Well, and you need to go through it every so often anyway. The food stuff is gonna
food stuff needs to be replaced. And
like make sure you need to update anything.
But there'll be more videos like that for those who are interested in those in that video. So that's kind of interesting. So also like a little offshoot. The other thing I thought was interesting, a lot of things are pretty common, but one thing I did find of the other channels that our subscribers also subscribe to, it was pretty much the same, but one new one popped up.
Okay.
The Papa's Kitchen, which is Sarah's dad. So I guess he's getting more popular. If you don't know, our tribe of many,
he has way more subscribers than us.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it does. But I'm saying that he's popping up.
That does surprise me.
Our tribe of many is still popping up in the top 3. But now her dad.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know our tribe of many. That's Sarah's channel. Her dad, who lives in Florida, has his own channel, and is it the Papa's Kitchen?
The Papa's Kitchen.
Okay, yeah. And that's his channel, and it has never shown up on our statistics and stuff. Yeah. Hey, Abigail.
Yeah, he's like a comedian.
He's a funny guy.
He's a goofball.
Cindy says that he lives near her. That's pretty neat. And Carol subscribed to his channel this week.
Okay, see,
so it's linking.
So yeah, it's picking those things up.
See, I think it's neat when you mention this stuff, when we have our viewers in the chat say, oh yeah, that's me. Like when you mentioned the sister wives search and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It validates what the analytics are showing when they can say that, yep.
Yeah. Now, okay, sister wives. Speaking of that, I'll go ahead and talk about that. That's still the number one search.
Carol claim it says it, not that.
Yeah. So that no, it's still the number one thing that y'all search for is sister wives. I mean, that's what it says. That's what it says. And but it was kind of interesting. Some new stuff popped up that you guys are looking for. Bug out bag and get home bag. Hey, great. I guess we inspired that. So apparently
those came up on the
apparently of those who watched my video are now searching for other people's bug out bags and things, which is a good idea because they'll have different stuff in there.
Okay.
The Chris
this Angela says, hi Abigail.
The Chris and Holly show.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of them?
No.
Apparently,
should I know about them?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The Chris and Holly show. Apparently, you guys like the Chris and Holly show, and whoever I didn't look at it. I didn't. Leave her wild.
Okay.
Don't look that one up at work. I'm not sure. But leave her wild is something that you guys. I don't know that channel. Didn't look to see what it was, but apparently you folks like leave her wild.
Judy says, I'm glad you have one wife, Shawn.
There you go.
I'm glad too.
And I leave her wild.
I appreciate that too.
Okay.
So. And Abigail's smile brightens the whole room. I agree.
Someone not endorsing Chris and Holly show.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I never heard of it. Never heard of it. It popped up and I was like, what? Okay, I hadn't seen that one before. Okay. Mornings with Granny.
I've not heard of that one either.
That's a new one too. I don't know if it's the new viewers coming in.
Okay.
The new subscribers coming in that this is because again, I'm not used to seeing this. So anybody want to admit that you're a Mornings with Granny person? Okay. No one's.
Say Jeanette's like, say
leave
what?
Yeah,
leave her wild.
Leave her wild. That's
we're I don't not know. Recommending or
we
not.
Don't know.
We know nothing.
All of a sudden, Leave Her Wild gets 200 more subscribers, and I don't know who these folks are. I'm just of course.
Okay, here Jill knows something. Leave Her Wild is a woman who lives in her truck camper and travels the U.S.
Okay, well, okay. Oh, and then Robin likes Granny.
Okay, and Bex watches the Papa's Kitchen.
Yeah. See, I can see the Papa's Kitchen one being popular. I can see that one being popular, but then these other.
Kathy's watching Mornings with Granny. She says yes to that. Brown-eyed girl says nobody watching 10,000 sports videos. They probably wouldn't link the sports videos with us.
I didn't see sports stuff. No, I never see sports stuff pop up. Okay,
Dolores says Mornings with Granny. Carol says I love Granny. Rita. So that's
they're confirming.
But Carolyn's never heard of her either. So
confirming.
I haven't either.
And they're not on here, or if they are, they haven't commented because I was hoping they were going to be on here.
Okay.
Number 15.
Okay.
What people are searching for from our viewers, My Wild Home. Yep. So My Wild Home.
It's good. My Wild Home is another channel that we've been on their channel, and a lot of times they come here. They are in London right now. Okay. So they may not be here tonight.
But yeah,
for good reason.
So number 15, people were searching for their I kind of grinned when I saw, oh, that's cool. That's cool. Okay. The other thing I did, again, trying to get an idea of what all's going on. I've never broke it down by country. And I never thought that I could do that. So I got to looking at it. Who watches what are categories of videos.
Oh, okay. It varies by.
Yeah, our categories of videos are, we know overall the what we eat in a week in the grocery hauls, were like the big ones. Okay. But if you take it and go, well, what do Americans and people in the UK, Australia,
Okay.
Canada, breaking it down that way. What do they like?
Okay.
So the United States, grocery hauls and what we eat in a week. That's a given because that's our two. The United
Oh,
States
yeah.
has the biggest
Yeah.
number
Yeah.
of. We have the largest percentage of viewers in the U.S. So that they skew the numbers. So yeah, naturally,
Let's
grocery
see.
hauls won't get.
Miss Marianne, thank you for the super chat. I know you've got stuff going on now with your well and everything, so I really do appreciate that. Goodness.
Now, while my videos are not very popular and dead last in the United States, when you break it down with Canada, oh, you can go ahead and okay.
Okay. Abigail, come here. Miss Carol has sent a super chat, and she says for Abigail this week. It's because you smile so pretty. That's what it is. Say thank you, Miss Carol. Carol. Norma Jones, thank you also for the super chat. You guys are good to us, and we appreciate you all very much. Okay.
So but Canada,
Okay.
the unboxing videos and Shawn's videos.
Really? Look
at me. So the unboxing and Shawn's videos are at the bottom of the American views.
It's interesting.
But the Canadians find it interesting.
Okay. See, I'm going to have to think, digest
About
this
that.
and think, why would that be? If you guys have idea, why would that be? And kind of get the US stuff because like the stores may not be in other the stores that I shop at may not be in other countries. That makes sense to me. But why the Shawn videos?
That's more popular. And also the UK and Australia, same as Canada. The unboxing and Shawn's videos do much better in the UK, Canada, and Australia
than our
United States.
US viewers. Okay.
So I thought that was interesting.
Okay.
Okay. So
she's putting on a show now. You've encouraged this, you guys.
So Ireland.
Okay.
Again, the unboxing videos are popular in Ireland.
Okay.
And then anything to do with gardening.
Really?
Okay.
Okay.
So anything to do with gardening. And then South Africa, they get their own whole different thing going. Okay. So South Africa.
Did you see what she did?
So yeah, South Africa cooking videos and what we eat in a week. Food.
The food related stuff.
So the not the shopping, but the eating of the food is what they found to be. Okay. So it's just interesting. It's kind of like a cultural thing to see in different countries what it is that they look at. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. Vicky, she says it's either today or tomorrow is the service for the folks on My Wild Home. They had a grandson pass away, so that's why they're in London. I didn't realize when it was. Please keep them in your prayers. They're going through a rough time. The folks over at My Wild Home. David, are you in here? Go get David. Xanthia wants to see David. She says, I haven't seen David in a while. He's here. He's still here. So let's see. Okay, I'm missing comments here. If you guys asked a question or something and I missed it, you'll just have to put it again because I can't scroll back up. Michelle said, like all of Shawn's videos, he's such a good speaker, and she's in Washington State. Love all your videos. Yeah, and Kathleen says there's more female viewers, which is probably why Janice gets more viewers. So yes.
And when you say more female viewers, I mean like practically every subscriber. Because the analytics will show 91% female, but we know that because a lot of people have said that they're on their husband, the name of the account, so their husband's name, so it's way higher than that. So.
It's here. He's good. He's a mess. Got him. He's a fun guy too. So let's see. I did see I like Sarah's baking videos. I saw that go. And prayers for my wild home. Thank you guys for doing that. I appreciate you all keeping them in prayer. They they need that right now. So, Exanthia, David, do you see that? Exanthia just sent a super chat. She's tribal woman on here, you guys, for David. Look at you. Oh, you guys, thank you for that. We do appreciate it. They're saying hi. I don't know if you can read it from back there, David. Nora and Carol and Rita. Hi, David. Hi, David. Hi. um, let's see. Oh, brown-eyed girl wants the pumpkin cream cheese muffins. Yep, those are good, good. Um, Justin Trudeau. Did I mentioned one of Shawn's videos once? But I saw that on there. I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute. Let's see. Update on baby Spruce. Okay, that's what George is asking that. That's a good one. Maybe a few pictures on the community page. Yep, I should do that. So, oh, Miss Vicky says hi, David. Hi. There too. Real stories, a writer's pen and a fisherman's tale. Check out Miss Vicky's channel. They put stuff out quite often and they're fun. So you'll like her channel. Okay, Spruce is the new calf. That's Daisy's calf, which they're milking mornings and evenings right now, getting right around 2 gallons of milk a day. And I did film, actually, I guess I'm still filming a day in the life today. And I have some video of Spruce down there when I did go down there, and she was just prancing and galloping all around the place. So maybe next week I'll have that up. But if I can remember to take a picture, I'll throw it up there on the community page.
She's way more familiar. She's way more friendly than Brisket was when he was little. So.
Emily asks how I keep my recipes. Apologies if it's a repeat question. I don't think I've ever shown them my recipe
your book
binders.
Yeah, your binders that you use. Yeah.
Can you go grab? I have 4 recipe binders. Can you go ask Sarah to pull them down? And I'll show them real quick on here. How are the babies doing? Oh, let's see. That would be the only baby we've got right now is Spruce the calf. Update on the sheep from last week that we had go down. So here, I'll show this in a minute. Okay, so when we talked to you guys last week about the sheep that had gone down, we had the vet out here, and the vet thought that she was about a week, about 7 days until she was actually due with her babies. Pregnancy toxemia is what she had, and he told us what to do to just try to give her energy so she could have those babies. Thought about 7 days. Guys, she made it 6.5 days.
Yeah.
Before she passed. So
well, and we were, and from the get-go, we knew because based on it that it's when we get to that point, it is
I was researching like crazy.
Yeah, unlikely.
This was our first time dealing with pregnancy toxemia. Erin sent a super chat also. Thank you, Erin. She says, "Hi, friends. I'm headed out, but wanted to say hello." So I'm glad you hopped in here. I know you have to get to bed early, so thanks for hanging out with us for the little bit that you could, Erin. Yeah, but everything that I was researching about pregnancy toxemia, it did not look good.
Yeah, it's usually.
But when she made it that long, I thought
I actually did. It was kind of weird because I was getting up in the middle of the night to check her and everything else. And the last time I went in there and I fed her and I gave her her liquid and everything, I actually was thinking, yeah, maybe you'll make it. You seem like you're hanging in there, and she seemed alert and everything like that.
She was moving herself around.
And she was scooting herself around. She was moving around a little bit and everything. I thought, well, and then I was surprised at 4 o'clock in the morning. I went out there and she's dead. And I thought, well, it didn't, so she didn't make it. Didn't make it after all.
So yeah, we don't know how many lambs she had in her, anything like that. The vet had thought twins or triplets, but I don't know. It's disappointing all the way around. So, um, okay. And again, if I missed questions or something, you'll have to put them again. Um, let's see. I've got my recipe booklets here, but I want to go ahead and look through comments real quick. Monique asks, I'm a city girl here. She said, are C-sections possible to save the lambs?
Yes, but I would have had to have been right there when she died.
Yeah.
I mean, if going out there and she's already dead, then I mean, when the sheep dies, then the oxygen, everything,
Yeah.
the
You have
lamb, the
just a
lamb's
minute.
dead within a couple of
Yeah, a
couple of
minute or
minutes.
two, and that's all
So
you
yeah,
have.
if I'd have been out, if I would have saw her die, yeah, I mean, I would have taken a knife and made an attempt, but no, it would have been too late when I found her.
Okay. See, I'm not sure what's going on
Uh,
there, but Lucy asks when the kids get cell phones. They don't.
They don't. So
Not until maybe they, have a job off the farm or,
yeah, I
if
don't.
they would be away independently. So, yeah, we're not big cell phone people. I mean, we had the little flip phones for the longest time until they discontinued them and made us get a smartphone. But even then, the ones we have were the free ones that they gave us.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
we're not big phone people.
yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm going to show you my recipe binders here. I have everything divided up into 4. And I need to redo some of my labels. Okay, 4 binders. I've got one for breakfasts and breads, and I have my labels on here. Just repurposed binders that I had on hand.
Repurpose them from who do you think?
That was one of his old ones.
Wonder whose that was.
Use things. It kept me from going to the store and buying one. So, and then I have one that contains soups, sides, appetizers, and salads. All those recipes would be in there. So, this one, the label has fallen off, but this is main dishes. I just have it divided up, beef, chicken, fish. I have tabs in here to put all of those recipes there. And then one whole binder for desserts. So, and I'll go ahead and open this up. The front one will have a pocket for ones that don't have a sleeve yet to live in. I don't know which direction to move here. I'm thrown off because everything's backwards.
Yeah,
But I do have stuff in sheet protectors in there too, each of them. So that's how I do that. And it's worked for years for me. So that is what I do. Okay, Cindy is not a fan of the Chris and Holly show either. So
somebody is, so it's popping up.
it's popping up on our analytics, but yeah. Let's see. Oh, Bryn, thank you for the nice comment. Pray your family's well. I wanted Janice to know I love your grocery hauls. We have the same sales. It really helps me with my budget. I'm glad to hear that. See, that makes me happy. Dolores likes the summer kitchen. She said it's well made. Rita's asking about the changes in the food.
Zelch Family Homestead is on here. Sam, can you link them?
Zelch Family Homestead is a channel also.
There you go. It's on there.
Okay. Yep. Sam just put it there in the live chat. Again, in real life, friends that have started a YouTube channel. And I mean, if you all think that we're
oh yeah.
What's the word?
If you like the off-grid simple, the way our ancestors did things, that is the channel for you. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. Beautiful visuals and stuff on their videos. Okay, what was I going to talk about? Oh, the food stuff. So that was part of this day in the life video that I'm filming today, was kind of focusing on reestablishing our routine with food. So we touched on this last week for those of you that missed the live stream. At last week's live stream, we had just found out, like within a few hours, that one of our family members, that we're not going to say which family member, but one of our family members has to be on a special diet. There's some food issues. It's an elimination diet. So and it's pretty strict. Pretty much no grains. Corn is allowed, but no oats, no rice, no wheat, spelt, all that stuff is a no. Corn is allowed. Chicken eggs are tricky because the yolk is okay, but the white is not. So we have switched over to duck eggs as much as possible in that instance. And no sugar whatsoever, no processed sugar, no honey, no maple syrup. And there's a few odds and ends in there, like broccoli,
Yeah, I don't understand.
bananas. There were just some weird, fruits and vegetables.
Sugar. Yeah, that's
Maybe that's
not,
it.
but
So we're doing this elimination diet for the family member. I think a lot of people in the comments thought the whole family was going to be doing the diet. I didn't
no,
mean to imply that. If I
yeah,
did, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
I
imply
think there was
that.
a misunderstanding. We need to change our menu to make sure this person has food to eat.
Right.
So you can't just fix whatever you want. It's make sure they have options available so
And
that you tweak the way you do the menu. It doesn't mean every one of us is on that diet.
so
Yeah, I
sometimes
think
I might
people
need to make
misunderstood that.
3 sides. A lot of times we just have our main dish and 2 sides. But I am finding, like tonight, there needed to be 3 sides because one of them was broccoli, and this
Yeah.
person can't have broccoli. So
It's that type of an adjustment. You got to rethink the menu. But yeah,
yeah,
there's
and
still going to be things that
it is
everyone else
easier
eats. Yeah.
if I can come up with a main dish that all 9 of us can have.
Mhm.
It just makes things a lot simpler. And then the side dishes, they're easier to fiddle with. So that's what I've been doing. And I did go over it in the day in the life that I've been recording today. I showed you the cookbooks that I'm using and kind of the list. I'm a list maker. It makes me happy to have a list of all my options there. That's what I've been working on. So Mary asks, can they eat chicken? Yeah, thankfully the meats, there was nothing restricted on the meats. So that was a relief. But yeah, Allison says it takes time to adjust for the new diet. And it does because we run on routines here. That's why we can do, I think, as much as we do because everyone knows their jobs. It's a divide and conquer kind of thing. And when there's a hiccup, like in the menu planning, and that affects my grocery shopping too. So at my last grocery haul, I bought grits, which are made of corn. So instead of cream of barley, which is a no-no, that we can make cream of barley still for breakfast and we can make oats for breakfast. But now I keep grits on hand to make also at the same time. So we're hoping as time goes on, we can start adding in some of the things that are currently restricted and that long term, it won't be quite as restrictive as it is right now. But this is where we're at right now. And we're doing all right. We're doing okay. It's just, it's a new thing.
Yeah.
So Carol says, I like Shawn's videos too. Let's have more.
Yeah.
And she lives in Canada.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So there you go. Xanthia loves grits. I had never made them before. It just wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
So Cindy asks, what about dairy? Okay, dairy. Okay, we have a dairy cow. So this was kind of questionable. Yes, as of right now, the milk we get from Daisy the cow is good. Butter, sour cream, all that stuff is okay to have. Yogurt is okay to have, which I make, that stuff from Daisy's milk. But obviously stuff like ice cream, but that's because of the sugar content, not because of the milk. So, oh, Lisa says if anyone can get the diet figured out, it's you, Janice. Thank you for the vote of confidence. Bye. Oh, Carol's not a fan of the cream of barley. She says grits are better. So, and Sarah loves grits, but she says we're Southern people. So, all right, let's see. You can slice the leftover grits and fry them, Melissa says. See, I've never There haven't been any leftovers so far, but if we make enough of a batch and there's leftovers, I can see what I can do with it. And Blue Eye says cheese grits are good.
Generally, if you put enough cheese on anything, it's good.
Yeah. Lisa's asking about cross-contamination. That's not an issue right now. I'm hoping it's not that extreme.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we'll
cross that bridge when we
yeah,
come to it.
right now, no. But and hopefully it stays that way. Yeah, it's already no, it's Stacy that said there's different pastas and stuff. I need to look into those. Someone on a comment had mentioned Aldi had, was it lentil? It was some special type of pasta that would be okay on this side. Quinoa, but again, we can't do rice. So
yeah, we're just grits in this area. We're just about 100 miles too far north. Go about 100 miles south, you're hitting grit territory.
Xanthia says there's blue grits, I guess made out of blue corn. That would be fun. Debbie's asking about the kids' beds with the new bedroom changes. Everybody has a twin size, except right now, Anna and Abigail are sharing a full size, but that will change as soon as we can get the boys out there, and then everybody would have,
yeah,
at least a twin size.
Yeah, because I mean that's going to change up a lot of stuff. So
yeah, so almost anything with cheese on it is good. Maureen says, "I'm with you, Shawn." Oh goodness. Mary says, we eat lots of quinoa and love it. I have one recipe that I make with quinoa and we really enjoy it. So I'll probably fall back on that since that would be allowed on this still. So, okay, I'm scanning the live chat here, guys. Okay, yeah, Christina says lentil pasta at Aldi. I'll have to check that out. I'm going to be checking out the sale ads tomorrow morning to see what the good deals are. Rita, thank you for being sweet to me. Oh, let's see. Everything is good with butter, Michelle says. Yeah, I appreciate the vote of confidence, guys. I will figure it out. I will make a plan and we will move forward. So, yeah, it's a busy time being spring, needing to get all the things done. It's just, I don't know, if it had happened, let's say November, December, I would have felt like I had more brain space and stuff to tackle it. But right now it's just my preference would be to make up the list. I showed you guys this before. In the back of my planner, I have all of our meals and stuff. This makes me happy to have it just all laid out. And then I can make our menu every week and it's in all of its happy place there. The current place that we're at is I'm flipping through cookbooks, I'm making my list and making up a menu just maybe, 3 or 4 days at a time. So, and I do like to work out of our stockpile quite a bit too. And it's possible I don't have something in these new recipes in the cookbooks that is available in my pantries. So, let's see. Yeah, the almond flour and the coconut flour, I have both of those on hand. So, Tina D's Treasures is here. And she says, hey, Janice, I finally caught a live. I'm glad you're here. Yay. Oh, May says she's Libby's daughter. That's so neat. I'm glad you're here. Nancy's looking forward to seeing gardening videos soon. And yeah, it'll be here before you know it. Seeds are started. And we're doing cleanup here and there. Right now it's the fruit trees. But yeah, the garden stuff. Andrew got all the cattle panel arbors. Those of you that last year we did a month, what's growing in June, what's growing in July, and you saw the cattle panel arbors where the green beans and stuff like that were growing. All those are taken down. And a lot of the cardboard and stuff that was used as weed barrier has been cleaned up. So just little by little. You worked on the gate, a new gate today?
I'm trying to start the process of getting posts set up and starting to set where I'm going to put my gates. I've got to get some fencing done because I've got I need to start moving animals here, there, and but I've got to have a place to put them. So I've got to have the fence up in order to put them places. So yeah, kind of set the gates, the posts, and kind of line of sight where I'm gonna run the fence at and things like that. And that's gonna be a game changer once we can because basically I'll estimate here. I mean, we'll probably triple or more the amount of as far as space, as far as yeah, the grazing area. So that'll help a lot. And
Yeah.
tired of buying all this hay.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
It is. Especially when we've got all this pasture.
Yeah,
too.
pasture that they can't put them out
Yeah,
on because it's not fenced well
Yeah.
enough to hold them. So that will change. That will change everything.
Cindy, thank you for the super chat. She specifies for Andrew on that one. He is a hard worker. I don't know if you saw the community post of him putting the insulation up in the summer kitchen, but yeah, he I'm sure he's very appreciative. Andrew, can you say thank you to Miss Cindy? I don't know if you can hear him. He's at the table in there. He's putting food in his face. Yeah, again, this is just like last week. We haven't eaten yet.
Yeah, so they're eating right now.
So this is going to get harder and harder as the daylight gets longer and longer. It gets harder to stop working outside and come inside before it's dark. So
Because you hate because you hate to lose that daylight
just
by
a little
doing
bit
things
more.
inside. Yeah.
So Nora asks, what are grits? My understanding is it's just like ground up. It's not flour. It's not like corn flour. It's more textured than that, but it is ground up corn. Yep, Lisa says the auger I sent you will speed up the fencing.
That's going to be used when I get out in the pasture. I
Okay.
can't use it for what I'm doing right now because I am putting in post by the creek. It is nothing but rocks. I would destroy it.
Okay.
So I have to, it is a very meticulous going in, hand digging, prying up rocks, prying this rock. I'm talking about, so
But
yeah,
you intend to use it.
oh yeah, yeah. I'm
Okay.
going when I get out, I'm just down in the creek right now. Once I get out in the pasture, that's going to make things a lot faster.
Okay, Tina D's Treasures has a question, and thank you for this. She says, have you considered doing memberships? Maybe have special videos for your members. I would certainly sub.
They've talked about that. I don't.
Yes.
I'd have to look more into it exactly if it's
Yeah, we've had other
if there'd be a reason to
viewers
do that.
ask
Yeah,
about that.
there's interest because people mention it
Yeah. Um, I wasn't familiar with it before us having the YouTube
because they have
channel.
that. They don't have to fool with ads and things, right?
I don't know
Or I
if
don't know.
that's
Maybe
still
they do. I
ads.
don't know.
Okay, my
But that's a
understanding
YouTube thing.
is they pay a little, is it like $5 or something? They pay a little bit every month, but they get something special. That's my thing. I don't know
Yeah,
what special
yeah, I
thing
don't know.
that
So,
you guys would like if we did a membership thing. So I don't know, but I like it's an option and I don't know. So oh yes, Carol, the kids, they do work very hard. They really do. They're a big up. We could not do all the things that we do on this
oh no, it'd
property
be
if we didn't
impossible.
have
Yeah,
so many capable
yeah, you have to have
hands.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you couldn't have a bunch of little bitty kids. You've got to have bigger. You got to have
Yeah.
teenagers. You got to
Yeah.
have
And we did
big enough
not
to do things. Yeah.
we didn't have as many animals. We didn't have as big of gardens back when we had a whole bunch of little ones running around. So, oh, Libby. I'm reading Libby's comment on here. So, did you already know I had something here? First of all, Libby, thank you for the super chat.
Yes, that is. Yes, I know about that.
Okay. She says, this is going to be a spoiler alert, guys. Your new cookbook was delivered yesterday for grain-free recipes. Your friends, Libby, Marin, May, and Barrett. Thank you, guys. Okay, we haven't opened that, But
Yeah.
Shawn, he opens all the packages up beforehand, and we have boxes piled up. I wonder if I scoot the computer, will it mess things up? No. Anyway, so we did the unboxing over the weekend, but I'm sure it's in this stack over here. So thank you, Livy.
Yeah, see, a lot of people saying they're not a fan. We've never joined anything either. We've never done a membership to a channel. So, and so a lot of people say I'm not a fan of subscriptions like that. Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. I'm almost thinking the number of people that would be interested in that would be so small, and then we would have to fool with, okay, now we got to create videos just for them.
And I don't know what it would be even. I draw a blank on
it
that.
doesn't really. I don't know. To me, I don't know. I don't just. It'd be one thing if we were like some of the folks that are retired, or you're living totally off of YouTube money or something. That's all you're doing every day is you're just cranking out all these. That would be different. But we got too many other things that we can't create a whole new category of. Oh, well, here's a whole bunch more videos we're gonna do. We just not in that position. So,
Joni asked, "What will you guys do when they move away?" We'll have to downsize.
Yeah, I mean everything. And just a different. That's just a different stage of life, and I know that the vast majority of our viewers, and I'm sure the people are on here, are even older than us. It appears that. So you've been through that. You've experienced the kids leave home and your life changes. Your life is different. So I mean, at some point we'll go through that, and we'll probably reevaluate the type of things that we're doing out here. I know if I was a 80-year-old man, I wouldn't be out there wrestling around with those bigger animals. That's for sure.
Yeah. Andrea asks, "Have any of the children graduated high school yet?" Yeah, Sam has graduated our homeschool high school.
He's full-time college student.
Full-time college student. So he got a 32 on the ACT, and I'm a little proud about that. So yeah, he's a smart guy. Sissy, I do see your messages. It's about to scroll out of the way, but yes, I do see them. Okay, Educate for Life says, "I like that you do not do that." So
yeah,
okay, I appreciate knowing this stuff.
That's one of the things. Because that was one of the things that when people started talking about you should do a membership and things like that. Because I was trying to imagine. Okay, so I'm trying to imagine if there's a channel that I like, and there's channels that I try to catch. If all of a sudden they said, okay, from now on you've got to have a membership or whatever to watch stuff, I don't see myself getting a membership. So if I don't see myself doing it, then other people probably wouldn't either. So
yeah. Okay. Someone got some dried lentils. What can I do with them? And the comments are already going. Yesterday I made a really good recipe. It was like a lentil soup, but it was thicker. It was kind of like a mix between it was a stoop. It was a soup and a stew all together. And what did it have? Diced tomatoes, lentils. We put some ground venison in it, but you could use ground beef. We used kale from the garden, but you could use spinach or so. It was just some kind of green in there. It was really good. It had cumin, of course, salt, pepper, turmeric. Am I saying this right? I don't know. The yellow spice. It was really tasty. So there's a whole bunch of soups and stews that use lentils. Thank you, baby. Yep, they're saying no memberships.
yeah,
There would be a revolt and a mutiny.
and like I said, it's not something that I would really want to get into either. So
Okay. Yep. They're giving her ideas on Linda. Oh, look at all you guys giving ideas. See, I love that. I love our community here. Yes, Maureen, I'm calling it stoop. I made up a new word.
okay, so Patreon. I hear people talk about so that you have to have a membership for that platform.
I think you pay for Patreon also.
Because
Again, we've never
people had mentioned that one before, and I didn't know how that worked either. So I don't know.
Yeah. Kathy says, "You are my number one." I love being your number one, Kathy. Yay. And then Acre Homestead. Yay. Appalachian Homestead. Were you listening to Patera last night when I was in the shower?
Yes.
Okay, I was taking a shower and through the door I thought, is Shawn got Patera on in there?
I like Patera.
So he was opening up boxes in here and the
Now I was
kids
thinking
had
about
already
that.
gone to bed.
Had Patera going. So
So yeah. Oh, and I lost the comment. So I don't know what all the rest of her favorites are, but I'm agreeing with those two there for sure. Let's see. Frugal people don't want to pay membership fees. Yeah, Nancy, I do feel the same way. It's not something we would do. And so, like Shawn said, it makes it hard for us to.
the only the only ones some of the channels and stuff they get crossways with YouTube. I know that sometimes that happens, so they end up going to something like that because YouTube drops them or something.
Oh, you mean Patreon? See, Patreon and the YouTube
Yeah,
memberships are
I'm talking about
similar,
Patreon.
but they're two
People go
separate
there
things.
because they get
Yeah.
sick of their videos getting taken down and stuff on YouTube,
Yeah.
so they go to Patreon. Apparently, being a membership thing or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Jean says I'm too frugal to pay for a channel.
so I think so some of that's they have to, but so yeah, I mean that's not something we're wanting. Just people keep bringing it up, so and
Yeah.
I haven't really even looked into it because I'm
Yeah.
just not. It doesn't seem like something I want to do. But
Mary says, "Have you ever had split pea soup?" Yep, I have a recipe for that too. It's one of those um very frugal recipes. Um so yeah, I like that. You probably wouldn't like it. He's not a soup
I'm not a
person
soup
anyway,
person.
but I have made it at lunchtime just when me and the kids are home. So
Yeah, I've
um
mentioned that before. It's kind of like anything like I'm a chili should be eaten with a fork.
yeah,
You
yes,
can't
yeah.
eat it with a fork. I don't want it.
And it took me a long time, like years, to find the recipe that was Shawn approved.
And
And
it
that's the one we did at the meet and greet was
yeah.
the recipe that he said,
And if
okay.
you and if you do have to something that's kind of too watery, as we've talked about earlier tonight, put enough cheese in it. That'll solve that problem.
Oh, yep, Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. Hit the like button. Okay, so currently there are 469 people watching, and I have 283 some thumbs up. So if you could make sure you have clicked that thumbs up, it helps. Talking about Patera, I like to have videos going while I'm putting in my contacts and everything in the morning. I just have it. I multitask. And one of Patera's video is what I had going this morning. I don't know if it's the one that you watched last night or not. I don't know which one you did. But the one I listened to was ideas for if you're living paycheck to paycheck, what can you do? And I thought she had a very good, realistic heart to heart talk. Let's be serious about this video on if times are so tight that you're living paycheck to paycheck. How can you do the baby steps of emergency preparedness if you're living paycheck to paycheck. So I did really enjoy that video. Jeanette's asking, who is Patera? Patera, she has a big channel.
Yeah, she's one
Hundreds
of them.
of thousands of
Yeah, she's
subscribers.
one of those that's I mean that's what
Yeah.
she
And I think it's
makes a living.
Appalachian Homestead with Patera is the actual name of it. But she's fun to watch because she's spunky. She has really good
entertaining.
messages. Yeah. Susan asks, have you seen Natural and Simple Living? I have
I
not.
don't know that one.
They're a family of 13, 11 children, and she homeschools them. She shops at Aldi and other stores that are pricey, but worth watching for clean eating. I've not heard of it, Susan. Natural and Simple Living. Sarah, you help me remember that one? Natural and Simple Living is a good one for us. So oh, Tina D's Treasures. She says, I love your family and channel. Keep doing what you're doing. It's working. I enjoy all your content. Thank you, Tina. Let's see. A chili cook-off for the next meet and greet would be a no-go for Shawn. He couldn't be a judge.
Yeah. The person with the thickest chili wins.
Goodness. Let's see. Okay. Libby says YouTube can demonetize your egg topsy videos, but Patreon doesn't. So if there's maybe sensitive content, like the one time we had the ducklings not make it out of the eggs that were hatching in the incubator, we did a video on, we called it an egg topsy. So she says something like that. YouTube might say no, that's bad. So, but Patreon would allow it. So let's see. Jessica is having biopsies tomorrow. Please keep Jessica in your prayers, guys. Okay, it says Katie, but it's Georgia on there. Can you
put the
put it?
trail cams down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Can you put
really.
a trail
It's
cam
just a
out to
matter of
see if you can
busy.
see
I
the
could
cat?
just we could. We've got several trail cams. Um, yeah, I need to just put some out there and see what I can spot.
Yeah, we have them.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have several of them. I
yeah,
just don't
yeah,
think about ever using them.
yeah. Um, yeah, Patera is very politically outspoken. Yes, Pam, she is. And Rita is glad that the big cat did not show up. Those
Mhm.
that haven't watched Shawn's last video that he did on the bug out bag or the get home bag, we have recently,
Yeah, I had
there's two
some cat
times
stuff.
now.
This happens.
Yeah,
In period since we've lived here. Periodically, that's the nature of big cats. They
they
roam,
roam. Yeah.
so they'll come through, and for a week or so, you'll have things that are going on, and people will see stuff, and things will happen, and then they're gone, and they're on down, somewhere else and everything. So apparently they're making their rounds. One of them
Yeah,
making their
you can
rounds.
move on down the road. I'm not a fan of having that around. I was outside. It was dark late last week, I guess, and I heard a sound, strange sound. It was a none of our animals made this sound, and it's not a coyote sound. What could it be? And it was out past where Daisy and everything is. And I said, "Come out here and listen to this." And by the time they all got out there, it wasn't making the sound anymore. But yeah, it it impressed me. And then Abigail heard something too, and she came running inside, and her eyes were, I heard something and it sounded like a big cat. So she was very upset. And the dogs were losing their minds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So okay.
And someone did ask, because I made reference to, years ago. Remember when I found the deer carcass way up
Yes.
in the
Yes.
tree, and someone said, "Could a bear have done that?" No, we have black bears here. Black bears aren't. We don't have grizzlies and Kodiak and stuff like they have way up north. Um, so yeah, the only type of bears we have here are black bears, and they eat berries and bugs and maybe a
Yeah.
fish or something. So the bears that we have here
Yeah.
aren't like taking down big animal type
Yeah.
bears. No, they're little cutesy bears. You wouldn't want
No.
to cross one, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. They're not out hunting big animals like a grizzly or something. This isn't, Montana.
Yeah. I did see it's already gone past. Kathleen had asked if the kids have a tree house. Kind of. They have a tree house that
And
is partially
they've been working on it for a while.
Yeah, another Cindy says you should count how many Cindy's are on your chat. There's quite a few. Yep.
Yeah, we have
Cindy's,
several names
Lisa's, there's quite a few.
quite a
Yep.
few. Yeah.
Oh goodness. Shawn, are you going to get some donkeys?
Well, I don't even have the fencing up, so I'm not gonna think about that until I get some fence up.
Yes.
That's Everything's gonna change once I get once I get that fencing done.
Oh, Miss Vicky. The house would have to be on fire for me to be outside in the dark. Oh, woman, you're funny. Tribal woman says we had a black bear in our yard for a week. It came back every day for a
Yeah,
week.
yeah. And I hear that they're like once they find something they can eat or something, they'll just keep hanging around.
Wow, that's wild. Let's see. Yeah, see, others have had run-ins with black bears too.
Yeah, yeah. Because the black bears, yeah, they're kind of like a little menace. They'll just keep hanging around.
Susan is so sweet. You make me smile, Susan. Thank you for that sweet comment. Let's see. Yeah, Regina says it sounds like a woman screaming, and then it's a mountain lion. Okay, what I heard was not that.
Well, we've heard that though in the past.
It was a snarl of some sort. It wasn't a scream, but it's not something I knew. It's not a goat. It's not a sheep. It's not a cow. It's not one of the dogs. I don't know. maybe a bobcat. Do bobcats make those
Yeah.
sounds? I don't know.
But I know that well, I had that happen to me. First year we lived out here, we had a big tree that went back in the Forbidden Meadow. A big tree went down, and that's back when I had that old Chevy pickup truck, and I'd driven it back there,
Okay.
and was cutting up that big tree, and it was getting dark, and I left my stuff, and I'm just walking back, and I remember walking back, and something very loud growled at me, and that I remember that was like, ooh. And I'm the type of person, I've spent so much time in the woods. I usually nothing really bothers me, but I got to admit it was like, okay, yeah, that was creepy.
Was it a Bigfoot? May asks.
Could have been a Bigfoot.
Maybe
Been a
so.
Bigfoot. So
If I
trying
get
to
it on camera, guys,
crawling
I'll
around
get it
like
up for y'all.
in a cat outfit. Just
Oh, yep. Jonna says, I vote for the Bigfoot idea. It has been decided. It was a Bigfoot. Oh, goodness. Oh, my. Tammy says, I remember as a kid, we were at my uncle's and someone scratched at the door and he opened it and a black bear was trying to get in. Oh, my God. She said, it became a rug and food in the freezer. Oh, my
yeah, it
goodness.
happens. Yeah.
Um, Carol asks if we make sourdough starter. That would be Sarah. It's my 17-year-old daughter, Sarah. She's the sourdough girl around here, so she really enjoys that. Um, Martha said that I guess they had a noise like that too, and it turned out to be men scaring people away from their still.
Okay.
Oh my. Um, Michelle says she has shared your advice from the last video
Oh yeah.
about de-icer and wasp spray.
Yeah.
Yes.
Never know when
Yes.
ice and wasps will be a problem, and you have to
Yes.
get rid of them.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Just heed the warnings on the cans. I like the way you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, love the land. Everyday Homestead says we have coyotes howling every night. It's cool to hear, but I respect the potential problems that could be caused. Yeah, we used to have coyotes come through very often, lots
Yeah.
of them.
And you can still hear them at night, but more at a distance. Now that we have our own pack of dogs,
Yeah,
the coyotes steer clear because you've got a bunch of Great Pyrenees out there
yeah.
running around. The coyotes are like, well, we don't want to deal with
Yeah.
them. So
Oh, Gypsy says, please, can you tell me why the picture's at a standstill and frozen all the time? I don't know. We're not techie
yeah, I
people,
don't.
and I don't know. I'm going to assume that maybe it's our internet or your
I
internet.
don't
I don't.
know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're not on
Yeah,
fancy high
it's not
speed.
like we could see it
Yeah,
from our perspective. We wouldn't know that.
yeah. We're on very rural internet. So, um, have you seen any feral hogs in your area? That's funny. You should ask that, Regina.
Where was
I've
it?
never seen one.
Yeah.
I've never seen one, but I told you this, didn't I?
Mhm.
Okay. But the other day I was driving and it was along the highway, paved highway, and in the grass on the shoulder of the road, there was this pig
Yeah.
trotting
Some people have
down
bad
the road.
problems. Bad problems.
But no, I've never seen them around, around here.
We've been okay, but yeah, we do know. I know personally know people in this area that it's a nightmare. It once they go through, they will just tear everything up.
Let's see. Okay, Virginia says the internet's good on her end.
Okay.
So I'm sorry if it's not. Okay, Jeannie says it's not frozen there too. So it must be maybe internet on the other end. So Bex recommends maybe closing it out and reopening. Maybe that would fix something. So thank you, Bex. Deborah sees pretty bald eagles flying and roosting near where she lives. That would be pretty.
Isn't that interesting? So look at Charlotte. So
Where?
she's got two devices going. So our iPad gets a lot of ads, but the TV has never had an ad. See, this is beyond my knowledge of how
Yeah.
that works. But that's interesting.
Okay, what video was it on? One of the more like within the past week. I don't know if it was the live stream or an actual video, but I had people commenting and some were complaining, why so many ads? It's a crazy amount of ads. But I had other people saying, I didn't get a single one the whole time I watched. And I don't understand what makes it, crazy
I don't
one
know.
way or the other.
They got some sort of way where they predict where they want
So,
to, what, who wants ads and how many ads you want. They have
yeah.
some way they think they predict that.
Oh, Lilybird she says my awesome backpack arrived for bugging out.
Oh, good.
Too weak
Good.
to even look at it right now, but look forward to filling it with Shawn's awesome suggestions. Awesome. See, that makes me happy. You made a difference, Shawn.
Yeah.
Oh my. Libby asks if we've watched Pollyanna yet. She says it's our favorite movie, and we play the glad game on days where we need cheered up. We've not watched it yet. Um, what is the last one? We did Mary Poppins.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the DVDs that have been sent to us, and the Music Man, and Summer Magic, The Parent Trap, Yours, Mine, and Ours. Okay. Yeah. And if you guys have watched Yours, Mine, and Ours, um, there's one spot where it's announced that the dad is seeing a lady, and one of the little girls says, I don't want another mother. I don't want another mother. Abigail or Rebekah says that just about every single day now. She'll just be sitting there coloring or eating breakfast, or it's just totally random. Another mother. So I don't know, it makes me chuckle every time she does it.
I know we've
What
lost a lot. I can't keep up. So if you've got something that we haven't hit on, you want just put it in there again as I cannot, I can't
Okay.
keep up with the
Yeah. So
question.
yeah, if we missed a question
Yeah,
or
by the time I
something.
try to read something, I'm like, oh, I'm losing them. So
Okay. Well, Anna in Ohio, I'm glad you made it. Yeah, we always try to go. We say we're going to go for an hour and then we play it by ear after that and
yeah,
just see if, you know, how the chat's going and how our momentum is going here. So Kathy says, I use 2 devices also, and I hope it boosts your channel. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, my understanding is as long as the ads are played, we get a little, we get a little tally mark.
yeah, that's how we. I mean, that's how you get a little bit of money
Yeah.
from
So
YouTube.
if
It's
the
the
ads are
ads.
playing on
It's the ad
TV
playing.
and iPad, then that's, cool.
Because that's one of the things in your mind. You sometimes you think, oh, that video got a lot of views, which theoretically would mean it, but it's actually it's not the it's you can get
Yeah.
a way smaller number of views, but if people actually watch the
Yeah.
ads, that's actually
Yeah.
what counts on our end.
Joanne says it's the first time here on a live stream and she's enjoying it. I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Where did Shawn get his bug out bag? Tribal woman asks.
I put it together. I didn't, I didn't order a complete bag. I just, yeah, I just built my own. I don't know as far as the backpack itself. I don't remember where it came from, but no, it was just. I've never purchased a bug out bag kit. I've always just put my own together.
I think I found those at a grocery store because remember we bought several of them.
Hmm.
I found them. It was like a special at a grocery store. So it's
Yeah,
not
because
something I ordered
I
online
didn't
specifically, but
the
there's so many like it.
yeah because the traditional type. I've got several backpacks that I've had for years, and they had the big frame and all that for hiking and stuff like that. And I didn't really want something, and I had used something like that before. I didn't really want something. So these backpacks were softer and wasn't as bulky and things like that as the what I would call a backpacking type, like the ones that with it doesn't have the metal frame.
Yeah. I did see it's already gone past if I've ever been a couponer. Yeah.
Hmm.
I was one of those crazy coupon ladies years ago, back when before we lived here. And I would study the ads and I would go in with I had a closed top container with all my coupons in it, and I could scroll through them. And I had tabs for toiletries and food, and all the different things. And I was one of those that I would get paid to buy toothpaste and
Hmm.
all the little
Those days are gone.
yeah,
They don't have all
what
this stuff to do all that
yakisoba
stuff. Yeah.
noodles were a big thing for a while and stuff. but the laundry detergents and all that things. But whenever we got ready to move out here, we had a big yard sale. And I sold a bunch of this, brand new, unexpired coupon stuff and made some money. So, okay, let me see. While I'm yapping, I'm not reading the comments here. So I don't know if I missed.
Bunch of, I can't. Yeah,
Andrea asked if you have to watch the complete ad for you to get credit. I don't know.
I don't know. I think
I'm
not
sure it's
sure.
probably a magic number, and I don't know if it's half of it or
Yeah, I don't know.
25% or all of it. I don't know. I'm sorry. Um, okay, Melissa Lee is asking for prayers. Her mom has kidney cancer and surgery is scheduled. So Melissa's mother, please pray for her. Jeannie asks, how much do you estimate that your backpack weighs?
I don't know. It's fairly heavy because there is a lot of stuff in it. But always remember, you can always have way too much stuff in it, so to speak. And depending on the circumstance, you could always lose some of it if depending on, what I'm saying, because you can assess if all of a sudden you need that backpack, you can make an assessment of, okay, of these items in here, based on what's going on right now, maybe I don't need these particular things or something like you said. I'm saying, so you could always light it up if you had to, but I'd always like to have that option, to have that ability to choose, what I could light it up with if I thought it's just too heavy.
Yeah. 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 So, okay. Do you have bug out bags for each of the kids? No, Cindy, I don't have for each of them.
Some people do that.
Yeah. But we have, like extra things, let's say in the big 15 passenger van, which it's more likely for the whole family to be in that, mama's big van. And, but we've got, the medical kit. We could divide things up, the
Yeah.
extra blankets and things like that, to where everybody is carrying things. And I do have, in addition to the food that's like in the get home bag, I have a big basket, a big wicker basket in between the two front seats. And I keep, spare food up there
Yeah,
also.
that's right. The vehicle, the vehicles themselves have their own
Yeah.
emergency equipment separate from the bag.
There's extra flashlights and stuff up in the front doors and
like in my office, I keep quite a bit of stuff. If I had to camp out there or leave from there, I've already got some stuff that I keep, especially food, food related things and bottled water, things like that. So there's kind of various things we can pick from depending on circumstance.
Yeah.
I know we're missing all kinds because there's so many things blowing through here. I'm not seeing it all.
I'm trying to scan, but I know we missed stuff too. Roberta, hey Roberta. She says, Shawn, I got the book 1 second after to read from our local library. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, that's it's an amazing book.
Yeah, we have the three. I've got the three paperbacks on the shelf of our home library. And did you tell them about, I don't know if we shared it before, that 2009 is when the ice storm happened. And that's also the same year that we read book number 1, 1 second after.
Yeah.
And it really started making us think, what if?
Yeah.
And we had 3 little babies at that point. And I don't know, it's a engaging read. I enjoyed reading it.
Very good.
Of course, it's not sunshine and rainbows. But I enjoyed it.
Oh, it has the audiobooks. That's interesting to hear. I have the audiobooks of them.
Audiobooks.
The 1 second after series.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay, Tulsa.
I think
Chasers is good series too, so they're familiar with them.
I know.
Lady P ordered all 3. Blue Eyes is what about 2 bug out bags, one for spring, one for summer. Spring and summer, and then the other for
because
fall
you
and
kind of
winter.
change stuff out because all that keeping you from freezing to death stuff
Mhm.
you don't need in July. So
Yeah.
and also more on the water side. And I saw something about the bladder. If you're just looking for a backpack, you can
The bladder in the backpack.
search for one that has the water bladder. And the way those backpacks work is, and I think they're all pretty much the same. You've got the main backpack, and then like between you and your back, there's like another little pouch or area,
Okay.
and that's that bladder will be in there, and then it'll have a hose.
No, that's gonna add weight to it though
Oh yeah, you fill
too.
that thing full of
Yeah.
water. Water's heavy. I
Yeah.
mean, y'all know. And yeah, you start putting more water in there. You've just put a lot more weight on there.
But water is important, so
But
you gotta
water's
figure
important.
out.
But that's why a lot of times you think you have a life straw. You can drink from a water source, and then you have some sort of container to put water in. So if you find a water source, I drink up everything I can, and then take some water with you
Okay.
as you have to, because maybe you don't know when it'll be the next time around
I
for
did
floral.
see, I'm able to check. So you guys know we have the little Amazon storefront that we put things that our family uses on there. And well, first we had talked about the 1 second after book in your video, and I'm able to see on there what people are buying, like using our
Hmm.
links. I can't see who's buying what. I can't see that kind of stuff, guys. But I was able to see that some people did buy life straws. So yay for you guys. And some were buying the one using our links too. So
Yeah.
that made me happy. Thank you guys for doing that. So Beck says she remembers 2009 too. It was a transformative year for us.
Yeah. You know, and it's not just, and it's several different things. That something about 2009
Change for
was
people.
changed a lot of people for a lot of different
Yeah.
reasons. Yeah.
Debbie, I see your comment there. I'll be keeping an eye out. She said she's got 3 packages that are being delivered for us. So Debbie is very generous to our family, and I appreciate you. So thanks a bunch. Um, okay. Lily, I'm reading your comment here about the EMP. Um, about it's similar to the Carrington event that was a massive solar flare in the 1800s. She's thinking that's the book may
Yeah.
have based
Yeah.
it on that. It fried telegraph lines when it hit the
Hmm.
earth. So,
Uh, Judith mentioned something about, she said a fisherman's jacket. I know from being a police officer, we had tactical jackets that we kept in there, and they have pouches all over them.
okay.
So you could even do like an army surplus or military or police type, these tactical jackets that snap on over your clothes, and then they just have pouches in different ways you put all of. So that would be one way to carry things. So you could have one of those in your vehicle
Okay.
as well. Instead of having one big backpack, you could just have this with all these different pouches. It distributes the weight. It's a lot more comfortable, and you can get to it as you're walking, things like that. So that's not a bad idea at all to have it.
Okay.
In my world, we call it a tack jacket, but I know just a one of these like big vests with all kinds of pouches on.
Okay. Okay. Jonna asks, did you see my email? Give me a clue what the subject was on it. I get emails and I'm so sorry. If you could yeah, give me a clue in the chat and I'll let you know if I've been able to read it yet or not. I do read all the emails, so it's just a matter of if I have it yet or not. So yeah, Lady P talks about the housing crash was about that time also, and that
Oh,
impacted
a
people.
a
Yeah.
lot of things, different different issues.
Oh, Doris says she's sending a package for the kids and Sam's birthday gift. Yeah. He's trying to turn 19.
Yeah, well, no,
I don't know.
it's gonna be way weirder next year when he's
When
20.
he turns
Yeah,
20. Yeah. We could just keep
but
calling him 19. That'd be
yeah,
okay. Can I do that? Is that allowed? My Dolores asked, "What's for dinner?" The children have already eaten, and it was salmon patties, steamed broccoli, sweet potatoes from our garden, and then a little bit of corn was supper tonight. Krista recommends changing the flashlight batteries every year
oh yeah,
too.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you got to check those periodically. Um, and we have, I'm a flashlight nerd. We have all kinds of lights, and you always, of course, a lot of stuff we went to is a lot of stuff we use around the house is now the rechargeable things.
The headlamps.
The headlamps
Yeah.
are rechargeable.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get away from batteries, or I'm also on some of my really nice, extremely bright lights. They don't use the traditional batteries. They use those like 1, 2, 3, but those little, I can't remember what they're called. They're smaller, but they don't corrode and they last like a long, they last for years. I've tried to kind of go to some of those now for longer term storage. And I got in that habit as a police officer because that's the type of on our little lights. And we use those. What are they called? I can't remember the special type of batteries. Those kind of the ones that only come out in the last 15, 20 years.
Okay. You're fine, Sarah. Yeah.
Um,
I did see, it's already, oh no, Shawn, were you and Janice married when you were a police officer? That was
yes.
Doris.
Yeah, I was uniform. I was working uniform with the patrol.
And he looked so handsome in his
That
uniform
was
too.
long time ago. I was a lot younger. A lot younger.
Oh yeah,
20
brown-eyed
years.
girl. I think she's
More
talking about
20 years.
Sam. How are you doing with that, Mama? I'm not
Yeah.
doing good with it. Not at all. I'm in denial. Oh, Doris, thank you for the super chat. You're always good to us, and I appreciate you very, very much. You're
Yeah, hers are in her 20s. Of course, that's not because she's around my age. Most people my age, their kids are already in their 20s. So it's just because I got such a late start. It's weird. I talk to people at work that are my age. They're like, my kid's 30, whatever. So so I just most people, like I said, most people my age have already been through their kids growing up and getting out of the house. So
I don't like it. I just don't like it. Donna's World asks, do all the kids eat salmon patties? Yep, they do. Blue Eyes, is it a button battery? Sandra asks, is it a lithium?
Lithium, that's it. Yeah, lithium batteries. They last a lot longer than your old traditional ones that corrode and then nasty stuff comes out and it ruins the thing that it's in. The modern, the lithiums, they don't have to. And we've got the button battery stuff too for different things, which is the same type that they don't corrode. So it's nice to use, those type.
Susie's asking for our email address. It's Ozark Family Homestead at protonmail.com. That's where you can reach us. I read them all, but I will warn you, I am not good. I am not prompt at replying back. So, but I will read it. Promise that. Joanne asked, why haven't I seen Rebekah tonight? She fell asleep.
She is like 5 feet from us asleep.
She's on the little couch right here.
Good thing she'd pop up. She hasn't.
She hasn't. She worked hard. She helped pick up sticks and everything outside while I was pruning that apple tree out there. So she was a big help. Earlier, I don't know if you guys noticed on your end that the light flickered, that the light we have set up in here. She kicked one of the throw pillows off the couch and it whacked the light and everything went teetering over here. So Debbie said you had to wait for Janice, your soulmate.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, I was in my 30s. I was in my 30s.
Lori, thank you for the super chat. She says, enjoy. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Let's see. You both made up for meeting later in life, Lisa says. Yep, we had to hit the ground running and go, go, go. Let's see.
That's what we're talking about. Damn, we're on the
law enforcement stuff. Yeah.
Sure.
No, Dawn, the Stanley family. It's Dawn says, Janice, did you happen to see my thrift store haul short? I thought of you when I got all the deals. I haven't seen it. Okay, I'll have to go look it up though. I'll try to look it up whenever we get finished with the live stream. I'll switch over and watch it there. So it makes me happy to see other people getting, just these great deals. Like, that's so exciting. Okay, says I'm a police officer too down in Texas. I work the night shift, and when I come home, my wife and I watch your videos when we eat dinner. It's always a pleasure. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. And so not only was I a police officer, my dad was a police officer growing up. So I grew up in that world.
Yeah.
And Yeah, that's one thing. Always one thing about life was different being a kid growing up. My dad was a police officer. Holidays, birthdays were celebrated whatever dad's closest day off was because he worked. He was he was the night sergeant, and yeah, so yeah, it was weird as I started getting older, and people would be like, "Oh, Christmas or something like that," and I was like, "No, that wasn't Christmas. That wasn't. No, Christmas was 2 days after that." And no, because whenever Dad's day off was, that's when we caught up on whatever we missed with when Dad was working.
Let's see. Brown Eyed Girl, proton mail is one word in the email address there. Okay, Jonna, I see your comment here about one gift for Sam, and you sent the email. Okay, I will look for it. I don't think I've read it yet because it's not ringing a bell for me, but I will check it out and we'll keep an eye out for Sam's birthday gifts. So thank you. Really do appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, you guys. I get almost giddy when I find books. The Stanley
Yeah,
family says,
okay,
yeah,
yeah,
I get that.
treasures. Yeah,
Goodness. Let's see. Vicky, I'm glad you made it here too. Let's see. Oh, Dolores is in Seattle, and she says all the young people there where she's at have no respect for the police. So you said the world is different now than what it was
very, very
when your
different.
dad and
I mean, and even
you.
when I was because
Yeah.
yeah, I did most of my street time back in the 1990s, and way different in the 90s compared to now. Way different.
Susan's youngest is a St. Louis City police officer.
Yeah.
Keeps this mama up many of nights. Such a dangerous city. Yeah. Yeah. So somebody's got to do it. Just
Yeah.
oh, Susie, thank you for the super chat. And she put a little note added on there too. She says, "Thank you for all the great ideas and encouragement you give to all of us." So
They are going berserk out there. I
the
think
dogs are.
the dogs are going berserk, and they usually do not do that.
See,
So,
we're used to the Great Pyrenees. They bark pretty often. When Lady, the
lady,
blue
Blue
heeler.
Heeler, she will not bark unless there is genuinely a problem, and she is
So
upset. So I think we may have our prowling visitor out there because I hear her just losing it out there. So
yeah, we talk about one of these days when Lady is not here anymore. Lady is our blue heeler. She was dumped on the gravel road shortly after we moved here. And so we've lived here 14 years. She is at least 14 years old.
yeah, and but she's a smart dog.
So, yeah, I don't like to think about when Lady's not with us anymore. So, Willow Pink's asking about Lent. We don't do Lent, but I have family and stuff that does. So, I'm very familiar with it. Um, and Carol's here from Indiana. Glad you made it here, Carol. Dolores. Dolores, thank you for the super chat. You guys are just really, really good to us. I don't know, it's humbling and I appreciate you very much. Miss Marianne does Lent. So, yeah, I had pointed out at the last sale ad, there was all this seafood on sale, and it was because of Lent. So
Oh,
I
because
took
the
advantage of, yeah, the fish on Fridays
the
and stuff.
Catholic thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, okay.
So Michelle says, "Happy birthday, Sam." Yeah, it's coming up in early March. He turns 19, and his birthday, like, I mean, that was one of the big motivations for us starting our YouTube channel. So birthday March 9th. We started the first video was March 11th because I had a little bit of a deep sigh
Yeah.
that my baby had turned 18 years old and I needed more things on video. I needed to record more memories because 18 years had just gone so crazy fast. And we have a lot more memories of, little Rebekah and stuff like that now. Oh, they are going nuts out there, aren't
They
they?
are, man.
Okay. Yeah, Debbie says big cat probably out there.
Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm afraid you're right. So, um, let's see.
We go out later and count sheep and
Yeah.
goats and
Yeah,
cows.
we may need to hop off so you can go check things out. Oh, but May is newly allergic to seafood, so her diet during Lent changed.
Hmm.
Okay, so Jean does Lent and she is not Catholic. So
Huh.
it's not just a Catholic religion
Okay.
thing. Um, okay, Charla asks, why don't you get a little healer, a blue healer, dog, and have Lady train her? Okay. I've never
Yeah.
addressed the topic of Pepper. Some of you may have seen Pepper in our videos.
Yeah, not working out well.
Okay, so that was the idea,
Yeah,
Charlotte.
yeah, that we had that planned.
And so we have Pepper. Pepper is young. It is a male. Blue healer mix, which Lady is a mix as well. She's not, you can tell just she's not a full-blooded blue healer. But again,
But
since she
she's
was dumped
very,
here, we don't know what she's mixed
yeah, but she's
with.
pretty strong healer though.
But
Yeah.
Pepper is also a healer. Our thinking was we have limited time with Lady left, so let's get a young one. She can train the young one, and hopefully it's great. So far, Pepper has killed 2 of our ducks
Yeah.
and gone after several chickens. He's injured some. He's not actually killed a chicken, has he,
Well,
David?
I don't know if he's killed a
I don't
chicken. I
think
know he
he's
killed the
killed a
duck.
chicken.
These chickens can
So,
somewhat fight back. Ducks just are not equipped for fighting.
yeah.
Poor little old ducks just not made to fight.
So Pepper is on probation right now. We have to keep him. There's a line. What
It's
is it?
on a run. Yeah,
Okay,
it's called
and
a
so he
run.
can
Yeah,
go
so
back and forth between trees and
big long
stuff.
line, and then he's got the, so he can go back. You know, he can follow it and
But
go around.
David's the one primarily in charge of Pepper, and he will take him on a leash and take him around the ducks and chickens to try to acclimate him to them, but make sure he can't kill them. So we're trying. If Pepper doesn't get it, we will have to rehome him because I cannot have an animal on here that's killing our other animals. But we're giving him a shot and see how it works out. Okay, Curry says we have a male blue healer. He's over a year old. He is meaner than fire.
Mm.
Pepper is a little over a year. He's not
He's not
mean.
mean. He's
No,
not mean to people.
he's not mean. He's just he's excited
He's
and he
way
wants
too
to
hyper.
chase the ducks and play with them until they're dead. Have you ever had a problem with skunks? Allison asks.
But prior to having all the dogs.
Yes. Oh, they caught 2 in a live trap this week. Would a livestock guardian
That'd be fun
protect birds against skunks? I think it would scare the skunks off before they got close enough to do damage to the
because
birds.
the skunks don't want to have anything to do with those dogs. Yeah.
Let's see. Lady P says, I've never had a duck egg. Does it taste different than a chicken egg? I think duck eggs are delicious.
Yeah, I actually
I enjoy them.
I like duck eggs.
I don't notice a difference so much in the taste of them, the texture. They're thicker. Would you say thicker?
Yes.
Okay.
Thicker,
Like
yeah.
the white has a little bit more meat to it. I don't know. They are larger, but I think they're delicious. And they are supposed to be, great as far as baked goods go. So, um, oh, Sam, are you reading the birthday wishes?
Thank you, everyone.
He says, thank you, everyone. I don't know if you could hear him. He's moderating. He's our moderator, and Andrew's looking over his shoulder tonight. He's the co-moderator. So, let's see. Yeah, Jean says, I love duck eggs. They are richer. Yeah, I do. I feel like maybe the taste is, yeah. Melissa Lee says, I haven't seen very many blue healers good around birds of any kind. Most have a way too strong herding drive, so they just can't help but chase and bite birds. Lady, she is a good herding dog.
And I can get her to coop every chicken. If it's the middle of the daytime and I need every chicken in the coop, I can give a lady a command and she will run every chicken into the coop. Yeah.
And she will pin a chicken to the ground, but she doesn't
she won't
break skin.
kill it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like if we got one, we're trying to get away from us or whatever, she catches on, she'll go and she'll just pin it and hold it for us till we can pick it up.
Yeah. Mary says, have you thought about getting another livestock guard dog? We have 4 Great Pyrenees right now.
But we've talked about, and somebody had mentioned it earlier, as we expand out and if we start getting livestock further and further away from the house, to go to donkey.
I did see something online this week though, in one of the sheep goat groups that I'm in, that they had a donkey attack a lamb and bite a lamb and killed it.
Wow,
About problems with donkeys attacking sheep.
Yeah.
So, oh my, Cindy, super chat, and Norma as well. Thank you, ladies, for the super chat, and both of them. Happy birthday, Sam, it says. So, and Sam, he said, thank you. I hope you can hear him. So, thank you for that.
Do you get credit for what? If you pay, yes, because when we get,
okay, you got to read it out loud. So people, do you get any credit for me watching your channel? I pay YouTube so I don't have to watch ads, but I still see sponsored ad. That's living in a hot mess message or commented that.
Yeah, when YouTube gives us a little bit of money, it has another category that shows for people who pay that
YouTube Premium.
YouTube Premium.
We get a
little bit. So what happens is
percentage.
I guess somehow they keep up with that. So that's a separate column or whatever. So that that they take some of that and then they will send it to some of the channels that you watch.
Yeah, I guess maybe it keeps track of all the channels and videos that you watch if you have YouTube Premium, and it divides it up or something.
Yeah, that sounds good.
But yes, we do. So thank you for that. Oh, Rita, that is so sweet. A happy birthday to you, she says. May you feel Jesus near every day of the year and the best one you ever have had, Sam. It's so sweet. Rita, thank you. Every day I'm winging it talks about sending a package from Canada, and that would be so fun.
More protein duck eggs. Are duck eggs larger? Yeah, they're larger, and you can tell them apart because at least ours, because not only are they bigger, the duck eggs are white, and chicken eggs, being chickens that roam, are not white like in a store.
Well, and the duck eggs are filthy.
Yeah, they're filthy too.
They're filthy. That's why
chickens because the duck will just lay an egg wherever it's at.
Mud puddle.
It doesn't matter. They just, I'm gonna lay an egg, boom, lay an egg.
Yeah, like an Easter egg hunt. They don't go in a nesting box like a chicken will. It's just in the middle of the chicken run, over on the fence row, wherever.
They get stepped on or whatever because they just randomly.
And so they're filthy, and that's why I cannot water glass them because they're So we have to keep our chickens for eggs because assuming the nesting boxes are clean, it's not rained. If it's rained and stuff, they'll still be messy. But if it's a nice dry day, we will have clean chicken eggs, and that's what I use for water glassing. That's how I preserve our eggs, so we don't have to buy from the store through the winter.
Yeah, ducks are messy, especially water. They just trash your water.
But they're fun. I enjoy having them. So, Lady P's asking about Sam's college major. And Exanthea sent a super chat too, and also says, happy birthday, Sam. I hope you hear him. So thank you.
Sam's a business major with accounting as the focus.
Yeah. Living in a hot mess, ordered all 3 of the 1 second after books. I do.
Them. And there's a 4th book out that we have not read. We don't have that 4th book yet.
My plan was to wait. It's only in hardback right now. My plan was to wait till it came out in paperback.
Yeah, because the others are paperback. We don't want the one that don't match.
Yeah, we'll add it. We'll add it. So, Janice cooked quail eggs in a video and they were so pretty. Yes, May, I did. We had a local lady gifted us some quail eggs, and that was an experience. I had never done that before. I forgot about that. Thanks, May. Do they make noise when they lay, the ducks? Willow Pink asks, not like chickens,
No.
chickens
Yeah,
squawk and
chickens are much. The ducks
Yeah.
kind of have a quack, 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 quack,
Yeah.
quack, quack. And they just kind of like constantly do that. But you don't really notice them being, chickens sometimes are really, really loud and then they're not. Ducks just kind of have that constant whack, 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 whack.
yes.
You know.
So, Lady says accounting is in high demand right now. I hope he may change his major, but right now I think he's good at math, so I'm hoping it's a good fit for him. But Jennifer got her husband to watch your videos as well.
I'm making some more. I'm planning on making some more.
They're planning for what if.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that's wise. Jonna, thank you for the super chat as well. She says, "Happy birthday, Sam." You guys are good. Goodness. And Xanthia bought the books there too. So I don't know.
Those books are awesome.
I don't know. I kind of figured you had already read them. Oh no.
Yeah, after you read them though, there's going to be and it's emotional and then it's definitely, especially if you here's what I predict is going to happen. If you have a spouse or somebody you live with, you're going to read the book and then you're going to tell them, I need you to read this book so we can have a conversation.
Yeah.
We can't have this conversation unless you read this book.
Yeah.
And
it makes it real.
Yeah.
It makes it real. And I don't know, it's not, I don't feel like it's over dramatized for the situation being what it was in the book. I feel like it was a very reasonable.
Yes, he did a very good job of keeping things very, very realistic. That's and there's a lot of books and novels and movies where it's like, okay, that's far fetched. Yeah, he doesn't exaggerate the issue, and nor does he exaggerate people's abilities.
Yeah.
Which is another problem in a lot of books. They have like they're almost a superhero type thing. Okay, no one can do that in real life. They're very human. They're very human with their weaknesses and their vulnerabilities. And I appreciate the realism in the book series.
Yeah. Yeah, because in some of the books, everybody they have all the gear they might need.
Yeah,
they have 5 years worth of food set aside.
Yeah,
they have all the skills that you might need and the knowledge you might need. And it's just,
yeah, some of those books is an attack helicopter comes, so they pull out their rocket launcher. What? No one has this stuff, so it's all realistic, like what you would really have in a situation like that, or not have. Yeah.
So it's not all rainbows and sunshine. It's there's scary things and there's sad things and there's just unpleasant things. Yeah. That was a good duck impression, Shawn. Yep. Tanya said.
All the animals that are out here, I can impersonate the animals.
Jennifer says, I bought the first book, planning to buy the other 2 as well. Ordered under you. So I guess you were one of them that showed up on the little Amazon tally there. Thanks, Jennifer. Jimmy Branch Homestead is here. Wanda. Okay. So Miss Wanda's a personal friend of mine as well, and they have a YouTube channel. All the cool girls have the YouTube channels, right, Wanda? So check out Jimmy Branch Homestead, please. They're doing all kinds of stuff on their property, and you should definitely go subscribe to them. They're new, but I want to see their numbers going up. So, Wanda, I did get your message. Also, I'll message you back after the live stream. So, let's see.
Krista talking about ended up elementary school teacher through all the changes.
She changed her major. Yeah.
Lady P, interesting that you mentioned ham radios.
Yeah.
Because that is something that I am looking into. There's groups here locally. I'm looking at going and seeing those folks. Yes, that is definitely something I am looking into.
Yeah. Judith, yes. Hans Christian Andersen's fairy tales. Yep, we do have those as part of our home library. Miss Mary Ann's asking about that movie, Cabrini. Sam, you and Sarah were looking at the trailer for that, weren't you? Yeah, it's from Angel Studios, right? they like a lot of their movies that Angel Studios puts out. So yeah, you haven't seen the trailer, but okay, guys. Well, we're gonna have to. Okay, Barbara says she could hear Sam, so that makes me happy. I'm glad you guys could hear his thank you. So May is encouraging you to go with that ham.
Yeah, I need to move forward with that. Yeah, I need to. That would be a good idea.
See, Xanthia, I think that would be nice. She says, I like reading to my husband because he has dyslexia, so his reading is weird, to say the least. Plus, he likes my voice, so I read every night so she can read 1 second after aloud to him.
That would be awesome.
And they can experience it together.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. That's nice. So, okay, guys. Yeah, an hour and 45 minutes. We're gonna stay on for an hour, guys.
And if you remember when we first got on here, we didn't eat.
Oh yeah, I'm
we
hungry.
Missed supper, so we got to go in there and eat.
Don't get us hangry over here, guys. It's a thing. So, okay. Well, the current plan is to be back next Tuesday evening. But again, like I said last week in the live stream, I'm making zero promises. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here.
We're getting busy, so
yes. Yeah, it's busy outside. If it's a pretty day and we've got things rolling and being productive, we might not be here. But as of right now, our intention is to be here next Tuesday evening for a live stream. I have an unboxing video in the works for, I think, Thursday. And then my intention is to have a weekly sale ad video out for you guys Friday. But again, this is assuming that all my plans work out the way I planned and I'm able to record those things and Samuel's able to edit those things, So that is the plan.
And I'll try to put out another that themed video for my little core audience. So.
Your international audience. Yeah. They like you. They're helpful videos. So thanks for hanging out with us, guys. And I'm hoping we get to chit chat next week again. So, all right. We'll see you later. Say bye, guys. Bye.